the greatest halftime show ever. I've seen a lot more of the best. I've seen a lot more of the best halftime shows of all time.
Bro, nothing beats the titty pop, G. Nothing beats the titty pop, dead ass. I'm just throwing that out there. No,
what was that? Freaking
Justin Timberlake. Yeah, but do you know what's funny about that?
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake was there too.
Nah, yeah, he was.
He pulled it out. He pulled it out.
Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to the Well-Versed podcast, presented by Ever Defining, recorded at 6 Degree Studios. I'm Kayleeza.
I'm Gene.
What's good? It's Bills 90.
DEAD, skin, sane, and we outside.
We outside. We outside.
Whole gang outside with it.
Welcome back, Gene.
Welcome back. I miss this place, you know what I mean? I'm glad to be back.
You.
Glad to be here, you know?
We miss you.
Yeah, man.
I went on a little
on your head, G.
Bro, I went out
on your head.
I went out on a little bit of an excursion last week.
Oh, nice.
Went to see a concert, you know?
How was it?
It was amazing. It was
Allegedly, you went because you
Allegedly, I went.
Did you have your knees out?
I didn't. I was wearing long pants, but
don't like it.
It was good to see a live show after like a couple of years, you know?
Fire.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I bet.
Speaking about live shows,
Oosh. Oosh.
the Super Bowl performance.
Yo.
Come on, G.
We're fresh off it. 2 days removed from the Super Bowl performance. A lot of reviews, a lot of memes, a lot of mixed reactions, a lot of the greatest halftime show ever, a lot of the worst halftime show ever.
And what could it mean for like the hip hop?
I've seen a lot more of the best. I've seen a lot more of the best halftime shows of all time. I've seen a lot more.
Bro, nothing beats
I've
the
seen
titty
worse.
pop, G. Nothing beats the titty pop, dead ass. I'm just throwing that out there. No,
What was that? Freaking
Justin
Janet
Timberlake.
Jackson's.
Yeah, but do you know what's funny about that?
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake was there too.
Nah, yeah, he was.
He pulled it out. He pulled it out. He pulled it out for the bros.
He's like the main foot.
No, do you know what's funny? Is that, do you know that... No, I got a story for you about this shit. Not about the titty pop, but about the thing. So, do you know that Outkast were supposed to perform that one instead of Janet Jackson, but they wanted to cut Hey Ya and The Way You Move short, and 3 Stacks was like, nah. So they cut them, and then they gave it to like Justin Timberlake and fucking Janet Jackson. How far is that?
Wow.
They were like, nah, G, we're not cutting our shit. How hard is that, bro?
True.
Because you know how they do like 5 songs and it's all like chopped up and it's like a medley?
They chopped them.
You know what halftime show I hated? It was freaking...
You're going to say The Weeknd?
No. Maroon 5 and Travis Scott.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't watch that one.
Was Gaga there? Oh, no.
Nah, Gaga had her own.
Gaga did fucking
Yeah,
Metallica.
that was
fire.
horrible in terms of sound and like everything. It was just like a trash-ass
Oh, that was when
performance.
Travis Scott came out. He was wearing the leather and it had the fire, the fucking flames and shit, eh?
Yeah, it had the flames and all them, but it was
Yeah.
just like sound-wise, it was just like, man, this shouldn't be a halftime show. You know what I mean? But let's talk about the halftime show this
the
year.
thing that
though.
this halftime show did do was give you nostalgic feels.
When 50,
You know what I mean?
when
Yeah.
50 Cent
50
was
Cent should have been
suspended.
upside down, G.
Bro, he looked like a
bizarre
turtle.
going
He looked like a
upside down,
turtle, bro. Did you see that?
Yeah, I
He looked
seen
like a
that.
ninja turtle, bro. That was so hard. It was like a before and after. He's like, and then on this one, he's like,
Have you guys seen the meme when he was like, this is an example of a inflation. A photo on the left-hand side is like 50 Cent when he was skinny. And then the photo on the
that's
right-hand
fire.
side when he was like in the halftime show, and he was like, now he's £1, $1.50.
oh, that's fire. $2.
Inflation, that's
$2. That's fire. That's fire.
Yeah, I've seen a lot to do
He
with
shouldn't
it.
have done that.
No.
Well, he was the special guest. Like, they were hyping it from the start
Oh,
of this thing.
he was a special
man.
guest.
No,
Yeah,
that's
he wasn't-
fire,
he
but
wasn't
shouldn't have-
announced.
He just shouldn't have done the upside down thing.
They did Kane and Dirty.
I don't know what made them think that was a good idea, bro.
How's Kendrick looking like a black Beatle? You see
Bro,
that?
Kendrick, honestly,
He
looked
looked like a
dope.
Beatle,
Not
bro.
gonna
He was
lie.
wearing like the Beatles shit.
He looked
I
dope.
skipped it
What? Why?
to Kendrick because I didn't really like it.
Can you skip it?
I skipped
Oh,
it to
you
Kendrick's
skipped it
bit.
to Kendrick.
Yeah,
Oh.
I skipped it to
I thought you
Kendrick.
I thought you said
and
you
then I
skipped
watched
Kendrick.
it and I was like, oh, yo, this is fire. So then I watched it from the start.
Yeah.
Anderson .Paak was gangster though.
Oh, yeah, he's on the
Anderson-
drums and shit.
Anderson .Paak was like, yo, G, I'm
Yeah,
loving
he's
this.
just-
bro. Like,
It's so it was so
you
dope to see him just so happy.
Did you see the merch that he had?
No.
So you could buy merch at this thing, and it was like, I'm Eminem's. I'm with it. It was like either I'm oh, I'm with Eminem's drummer, and it was just like fucking a photo of him, and it was
That's
like a brown
so
shirt. I was like,
sick.
yeah, that's hard.
True.
How good is that set design though?
The set design was unreal.
They always kill it. They always,
You didn't like the set
best
design?
But that's like the best set design I think I've
they always
seen.
do. They always do 360 fucking sets and shit.
Wait, Bill's.
Bro, I'm not even lying, bro.
You didn't like the set design?
I didn't like it. Like it was cool, but I don't know. It looked like a truck moved it in there, bro.
Well,
like it
that
came
truck
on a
did.
tow bar, bro.
Well, it did.
No, yeah, I know, but I mean, it looked like it did. You know what I mean? Whereas other sets don't look like that. Like,
Yeah, but like
it just looked like they pulled it in on a tow bar, bro.
it must be hard.
Dropped it
though.
off.
It must be hard though too because
Like-
like that. It must be hard too because they've got like a game and they have to keep like.
Yeah,
the
but have you seen
terrain,
all the other
like,
ones?
Square, you get what I mean?
Like, you know, these dudes, they just took up the middle of the field, bro. Like, you see Justin Timberlake, he's performing.
yeah, it's like
in
an
the whole
NRL.
damn stadium.
It's like a NRL fucking halftime show.
Yeah,
You know, when they had,
compared
like,
to the rest of
Veronicas.
them. Like,
They
even
had,
Michael
like, the
Jackson's,
Veronicas.
G. This was freaking huge.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Michael
Bro,
Jackson.
Michael Jackson's was so huge that there was 3 Michael Jacksons, G.
I feel like NRL should have one of those crazy halftime shows where during the state
Bro,
of
they
origin.
do,
or
G.
like-
Well, 5 seconds of summer.
Bro, they had the Veronicas.
Justice Crew.
Bro, they had the Veronicas. And that was fire. Veronicas
do
and
that.
Maroon
Don't do
5.
that.
Fire.
Don't do that. So
Gus
what's
Sebastian.
what is everyone's reviews on it? Like, is it the best in your opinion? Did you like it?
I wouldn't say it's the best. I liked it. I like how Dr. Dre sounds gangster still. You know.
Yeah.
Bro, it was.
Yeah. What about you? What,
It was fire. It was fire seeing like them do it, but then it was even more fire seeing Jay-Z singing the lyrics that he wrote for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg for that song.
Just a reminder.
Yeah.
But it's
100%.
so hard, bro. It's probably the
100%.
hardest shit. But he was just like, that's probably the hardest shit.
and what about you?
I liked it because I'm a hip hop fan.
It wasn't the best one.
It was not the best one by
Yeah,
far.
it's not the best. It's not, if
They
we're
need to
being
do-
real, it's not the best.
They need to do a
Guys,
New York one with
I
like Cool G
feel-
rap
I
and shit
think-
and like Wu-Tang.
I think people feel like it's the best just because
it's hip-hop.
It's people. Yeah, it's what everyone wants.
Yeah.
It's what everyone wants.
Well,
now.
what else are you
Like
gonna
we're
do
just
in
talking about
LA?
the All Star. We're just talking about the All Star game, and it's like, why don't you just make it like the Crew League? Why don't you just like immerse yourself in hip hop? Like you think of NBA and then you think of hip hop. Like
Yeah.
you got all these other names that we don't know. But
It was in LAA.
yeah, it was LA.
Well, that's the only reason why they did it. Like you get what I mean?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
Like,
say it's
like
the
a-
only,
because
I wouldn't say it's the
Eminem's from
only
LA.
reason why they did it.
No, but like, you know, like it's like West Coast. He counts as like he
It
counts
does,
West Coast in my
falls
head.
under Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's. I think those two things. Like for me, is like with Dre is like, you just realize how much of a
Yeah,
you
bro.
forget. You really do always forget.
Yeah.
But
But you know what I
piano
love?
and shit, that was fire, bro.
You know what I love
Yeah,
the
but
most, bro? Was
Snoop Dogg's outfit.
crip walking
Nah,
the whole time.
Bro, you
Yeah.
see him smoking weed and shit on the
Yeah,
thing?
before
Fire,
they
bro.
sucked.
Well, I want to ask you
Before
this
they
though.
chopped
Took a
the
knee,
knee,
took
bro.
a knee and shit, bro. It's fire, bro.
I want to ask Bills this. Thoughts on Snoop Dogg's outfit?
Oh, the bandana.
I got some story behind that as well.
Bandana.
Snoop's the only person that could get away with that stuff.
He
bro.
can only he's the
Do you
only one
see
who can wear
no, but do
paisley.
you see the tracksuits that he wears normally? It's like all like say Snoop Dogg all over.
For
And it's
sure.
colorful as hell. Like
Well,
His old shit was
I reckon
yeah.
Gunna wouldn't get away with wearing that.
Well, he
no one,
wanted.
else would, no one else would be able to.
So there's a couple things like
His
there's
one
a
will be
couple
made out of
things that
velvet.
they were told not to. Like Snoop said he was gonna wear
I'm
a
gonna wear
bandana.
Crip stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
he said he's gonna wear a
word.
bandana on his
Oh, 'cause
left
he's in
on his
LA.
left side.
Oh,
But they
they
said
said he
they said
can't.
no.
Word.
So he
So he
decided
made
to
a
wear
whole
the whole.
tracksuit.
He decided
That's
to wear a whole.
hard.
And then the other one is
That's a G.
M was always planning on kneeling for
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah,
and they told him
and they
not
said he
to,
couldn't, yeah.
and he did it.
Wow.
And the whole show was produced actually by Rock Nation.
Oh, bullshit.
So Hove was behind, like saying like, oh well, Hove and Rock Nation were like, this is the halftime performance.
Yeah.
And then these are
NFL,
the yeah.
yeah.
And then there was
So
like,
you gotta blame-
So it was
so
a Rock Nation because Rock Nation partnered with NFL, which
That's
like Hove
wild.
got a lot of scrutiny over because they said
Yeah.
like the Super Bowl like
With the Kaepernick
asked me to
stuff.
perform, but like I said, like no, I didn't. Like you need me, I don't need you. And then eventually, a couple years later, wound up doing a partnership with the NFL.
Yeah.
And so he's behind like the whole social justice and what they can do for like, different, different things that they can embark on to, help, social injustice and
Yeah,
bringing
sick.
awareness to different things. So they've
That's
been,
so
and
good.
also,
Culturally, that's fire.
and culture, like obviously culturally it applies too. So
So do you reckon that was the pull to get like Dre and Snoop and
Yeah.
like all these West Coast
Yeah,
things
it
was
would've-
because of Jigga's name on it?
it was definitely his. I could definitely say it was probably his idea to do this
Fire.
and make it happen.
Who
It
else
makes
would
the
they
most
have gotten?
sense.
Yeah, and he's the
It
one.
just- yeah, it's
he's
like-
the one who can pull the rank and be like, "Yo, you guys are gonna perform."
But it's
not
like
to say
LA
it like that, but you get what
It's
I mean.
LA.
Yeah,
LA Rams are playing.
makes sense,
Like
yeah.
it's a
Biggest
brand new
names in Los
stadium.
Angeles.
You
Yeah.
know,
But
it's
then
a
he could've
brand new
got
stadium.
I reckon he
Pioneers,
could have got
dare I
like
say.
Kendrick or something, but like I feel like because it's Hove, like
But
I mean,
I would
but-
have appreciated just the Kendrick halftime
Yeah.
show.
Yeah,
he's
but
done it, hasn't he? I'm sure he's done it.
no. There's not a lot of people. That's the thing. This is the first.
Yeah,
like
that's like
there's
the
not
first
Travis
bunch of
Scott.
rappers.
Like the only way Travis Scott was doing that is
'cause of
because of
Maroon
Maroon
5.
5.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
Do
Like,
you reckon?
you can't just be like
A rapper.
a hip hop.
Yeah.
No hip hop artist by themselves is big enough to just
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
Do you
know what I mean?
reckon the game should have joined them?
What, like Lil Mama?
Just jumped up on stage.
Lil Mama by State of Mind.
Oh, the rock.
That's all I can imagine. All I can imagine when Gene when Gene said, "You reckon the game should like what like unannounced like just
Yeah.
just
Bro,
walks
Gino,
out and
jump up on
feels
the-
like
jump
the
up on the
spirit
track.
of the West Coast and he feels like he should just jump on stage."
Spirit of the West.
That's all I can imagine when he said that because like I don't think he can with those names and it's
Nah, not at
and
all.
50's there.
Yeah.
You think 50?
Yeah,
you think 50's
facts.
gonna let the game?
Fact.
Oh, imagine if he did it and then they do fucking.
They're both
can't
was
tell-
hanging
what was
upside
it?
down and shit.
Can't get enough. Of that song? They're two songs.
Hate
What's
it
the
or
song?
love it.
Hate it or love it. That's it. What I say, can't get enough.
How we do?
Yeah, how we do it as well. Nah,
That shit would
but
be hard though.
that just doesn't.
That shit would have been hard live
Nah.
though.
Yeah.
It has to be massive. Like the Super Bowl is one of the biggest. It is the biggest performance of the year now. Like
It
Grammy,
is.
no one cares about. Like the highest artists are like talking down against the Grammys.
Well, look
Yeah.
at Drake. Look at
So like the thing is Super Bowl, especially if Ho's behind it.
and look at Drake putting like $1 million on fucking teams for just betting, bro.
I reckon
It's
Drake
wild.
wouldn't do a good halftime show performance.
You can't do it.
Nah, I don't think he can.
I don't think he
I
has.
don't
got-
think-
I don't think he's got that
honestly-
energy.
He's too big, bro.
Honestly, after this year, I don't think it can be a one act thing anymore.
I think it
Nah,
could be a one
he's
act
a-
thing,
Who?
just not.
Nah, he's a
just
stadium
not a
show.
one act rap thing,
Who's
bro.
who's a one act?
No,
who's a
because
one act?
because rappers don't do what other performers do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like, because
yeah.
I watched the Justin Timberlake one again, and I was like, oh, yo, bro, this dude's like hella dancing, and you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like, and he's all over the show, like. Whereas rappers can't do that. They stand there
But
and do this, bro.
even Justin Timberlake, like the name isn't there for it.
Yeah, not anymore, but it was when
But
you know.
that's what I'm saying. There's no, you don't get those type of like acts anymore.
That's true.
Gaga and Metallica
Like
did one, eh?
who's an artist that like puts time into their music videos and choreographs like shows and stuff? Like there's no one really
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, true.
There's it
And
has
you-
to be a multi-act event now, and I
But I
think it's
think
cool.
too-
Like if this is the formula, all right, go to Miami, have Rick Ross come out, have all, like just make it multiple
DJ
acts.
Khaled.
That'd be fire.
Khaled, you know what I mean? And
Bro,
then go to
that'd
New
be
York
fire.
and then Nas,
DJ Khaled
Hov.
halftime show.
Even like
You know,
Denzel Curry.
go to Philly.
Denzel Curry to come out as like the young one.
Yeah, like go to
God.
Philly, Meek Mill, Uzi Vert,
Oh, bro.
Beanie Siegel.
Boy, he's got a question. He's got a
Freeway
question.
comes out. Freeway comes out. Does step back. Oh,
Yeah.
gee.
Like
don't
I think
worry.
going to each city
Beans
and then
would be crazy.
like, bro, you know how like even with Meek Mill the intro like
Yeah.
crazy, but like
New York, Cool G rap. And
Yeah,
then
New
you go
York-
from like
this-
Cool
New
G
York
rap
would be
down to like the
gangster,
homies.
bro.
there's just so much that you can do with this formula. I think it should just stay this. If we're doing hip hop, then make it this formula. Because
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
think.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think. I think even the high like the biggest acts with the biggest songs, they'll struggle on that halftime show.
I
Come
think
on, Jets. Come on,
I think
Jets.
because there is no biggest actual biggest songs anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It never used to be. It never used to be like that, but now it's like that.
Yeah.
Imagine like
It is
Yeah.
the NFL Super Bowl. The demographic's so wide that you
Yeah.
have. That's why that worked as well.
Come on,
Bro,
Jets.
the only ones
Come
that
on,
could
Jets.
do
You guys can
solo
do it next
actors
year.
like Willie Nelson or something. Like
Uncle. And then he'll bring out Snoop Dogg.
that. And Cheech and Chong.
Yup. Oh, that would be crazy. Cheech and Chong come out, bro, with an enormous blunt, like size of the stage.
That has to happen in LA again, though. You know,
Bruh.
where it's legal, Colorado.
Colorado will be fire.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. New York next. The Jets are next, bro. It's going to be in New York.
Or the
We're going to see
Giants.
Cool G rap.
Is there anything else you guys want to touch on for the Super Bowl itself?
Nah. So, well, actually,
Shout out Dr. Dre
it wasn't
playing
as
the
good as what
piano.
everyone's saying it is. That's all.
What? I just think the
Just
whole.
as a whole, bro. The
I
hype
get
around
it.
I was
Like we're all
That's-
excited. It's something that's for the culture, from the culture.
Yeah.
Where it's cool, but it's still not the best. Like if
Yeah,
we're
you
being
can't
real.
say it's the best
Like,
when
bro,
it wasn't.
if you think it's the best, just watch Michael Jackson's halftime show. You cannot tell me that it's better than Michael
Bro,
Jackson's halftime show.
Michael Jackson's, do you know how much money they would have had to spend?
A lot.
On
That's the
posters,
Pepsi one,
G,
eh?
for when they done, what was the song, Heal the World? And they put up, in the crowd, bro, everyone put up a poster and it was just like pictures of children.
Wow.
It was like the whole crowd.
It's
But when I was watching,
unbelievable.
I was like, that would have costed so much
When you
money,
watch
bro.
it, it's unbelievable, eh?
Yeah,
like
I was
you
like-
get like goosebumps on
Yeah,
your arm.
bro.
You're like,
Because
how?
he's the
Start,
one,
like-
G. It's because he's the one, G.
Bro, even the start, it's like him on the screen, and then it like shoots up, bro, and he like jumps out of the top of the screen in the corner. Then it shoots to the other side of the stadium.
It's
G.
like-
It does the exact same
Yeah.
thing, boom. And then Michael Jackson comes out of the bottom of the stage. You're like, hold on a second.
It's free
It's
of
the
them.
Spider-Man. It's the Spider-Man
Spider-Man,
meme.
multiverse.
The multiverse.
He's been
It's the
cloned.
multiverse, bro.
Yeah.
But in talking about like the halftime show and shit, did everybody see the McDonald's ad?
I was about to
With
bring that
Kanye?
up.
Well, Kanye, this was what we were leading. Kanye was everywhere on Super Bowl.
Gee, that shit, bro.
He was
that
on
ad was
Instagram. He was on
bro.
Instagram. He was in
The crowd.
In the crowd. He was in a McDonald's drive-through.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
He was in some.
the rig.
He was in
the
a lot
rig.
of. He was in a lot of DMs and a lot of text messages.
He was multitasking that
He
whole
was
time,
everywhere.
bro. Oh my.
Oh man.
He probably doesn't even remember the score, bro.
The ad was
honestly,
fire though.
I really
Come
love
on,
that
you guys
ad
gotta say the ad was
because
fire.
it made
The
you
ad-
think.
no, the McDonald's ad was good.
Bro, it made you
I've
think
never
like
seen it.
you actually say that when you order
So
drinks.
it's like when you pull up to McDonald's and like you don't know what you want, so you're gonna be like, they serve you.
Can
They're
I
like,
get
hey, what do you want? And they're like,
Yeah, like, can I get and I just
Everybody
and then,
does
but it
that.
just
It pulls
switches
up in the
between
rig,
different
G,
people.
and says the exact same. He's like, it's so
It's just
good,
a typical.
bro.
It's very like
It's
Kanye.
as
It's
fuck,
like the
bro.
Kanye Kobe ad.
It's Kanye, bro.
You know, but
Oh, the Kanye Kobe ad is crazy.
Yeah, that was a
That's-
sick one,
that's
too.
that's the basketball one.
yeah,
eh?
yeah. He's like, yeah, but
Yeah, that shit was hard.
what is
favorite
going
ad
on
ever.
with? I can't even. I wish
Oh, bro.
it's all removed from his Instagram.
I hate
But
it.
what did we witness on Instagram the other day?
There's just so much fuckery, bro. I
Man,
don't
as
like
much as
it,
like
G.
we talk so much about Kanye, but we can't help it because this
Yeah.
man is just managing.
And he's my favorite
to
artist,
come up
bro.
with
He's my favorite artist, but I gotta fucking back
headline
him. But
news.
sometimes you can't.
So he went out. He went on Instagram, and he started going at obviously Pete Davidson, and then he started going at Cudi for being friends with Pete Davidson.
No, it was him being. It was he went at Cudi because of him being friends with Eilish, wasn't it?
No,
I think it was
It was
Pete
the Eilish thing.
No, it's Pete Davidson because it was he shared the photo of him.
Oh, with them two together,
Yeah,
and he
in
crossed
the-
it out.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was because of fucking.
Nah,
Because you see, he's friends with you know who. Oh, Buzzy.
that's-
Okay, sweet, yeah.
nah, it's not related to that. But obviously that as well. Him going at Billie Eilish for.
Saying that shit about. It was she. She
It
wasn't
wasn't
even
even
throwing.
real.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like what she did on stage anyway.
But she didn't.
What
even-
did she-
She
what did
didn't.
she do?
She didn't.
She
throw-
said she just basically there's someone like in distress in the crowd, and she's like, "We wait for our people to be okay before we start going again." So it was a bit of a slight.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't enough of a like public, but I didn't like
No,
it.
they're having like
it's
an
not
asthma
tasteful.
thing. She
tasteful.
got them like an
Yeah.
asthma.
It's not
hanging on
tasteful
or
at all. Like
Yeah.
you could have just said, "Oh, like we just don't want
Yeah, just
these
hold up.
type of
Yeah,
things to happen."
100%.
Like we know what's been going. Like that's fine. But
Yeah, because when you say we wait for our
yeah,
people
it's like
over
you
here.
wanna-
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Like,
something. Or she gotta say like,
That's
"We
all
got
it does
you,
is
we
make
got you,
people
let's
think.
go."
Yeah, like she doesn't even have to mention like they don't have to be referenced with one another.
But then in saying
100%.
that too, it's just like for people to put like 6 and 7 together to make, you know.
Well, that's what I mean. Well, once Kanye did it,
13.
and then it's done.
13, by the way.
Everyone feels the same way that like there's a people that stand with Kanye now, and then
Yeah,
there's people-
100%.
So, but she did that herself.
Yeah.
you know,
And-
she shouldn't have made it in a gray area.
And even the him like boycotting boycotting Kid Cudi on this shit is fucking with me, because like Kanye and Cudi are like the ones, and like without Kanye you wouldn't have Cudi, and then without fucking. They're both,
bro. Going off that,
this is so hard, bro. Because I got both of them tattooed on my body, bro. And
Yeah,
you're
gonna
have to cross one out, bro.
Well, I'm not gonna give him a pep talk like some people do.
Oh,
Hey.
Kanye.
Kanye,
But yeah,
look
bro,
at me.
it's just as a fan of both of them, bro. It's just so hard, bro. And then like I'm not gonna pick sides, but like to be honest, I just want to tell Kanye to fuck up.
What do you think of Cudi's comment though? And he was like, "I'm the best thing that ever happened to your albums."
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't agree.
No way.
I don't think so, bro. I think Kanye's been being Kanye way
That's a
before
bit silly.
Cudi, bro.
Yeah, but like. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
That's
There's
pretty
no
bold.
saving that. That's
He had a lot of influence on Kanye for sure, but to say like I'm the best thing that happened
No,
on
you
your
don't say
albums,
that.
like it's
You
just
don't
not.
say that.
It's not
Especially
relevant.
how Kid Cudi's like how Kid Cudi's career was so like was under like good music and stuff, and it went from like this to this, but Kanye helped him.
100%.
Kanye got him there, and then because if you remember, like, Welcome to Heartbreak, first tune with Kid Cudi on it, and then after that he got signed, and then Kid Cudi started doing his shit. That was after the first mixtape. Like, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you could probably never say that I was the best thing that happened to you, but then in saying that too, I feel like their creative like energy when they're in the studio,
They complement each other,
go off,
100%,
and they bounce
bro.
off each other. It's like fucking lightning in a bottle, and you shake it. Don't shake
Yeah.
the Fanta.
There's for my like what I really didn't like about the tension is like there was just way too many strays in there as well, like stray bullets coming out of it, like him bringing up Ariana Grande and then bringing up Mac Miller.
Who, Kanye?
Yeah.
Oh, word with Pete Davidson and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
There's just too many. It was just
unnecessary
too
shit.
like it was just like if you're going somewhere, just go
Yeah.
direct there.
Yeah.
Like
And saying that too-
you're pulling too many people in.
And saying that too, like
Kanye's petty as hell though.
not trying to
Yeah, to the
have-
point where it doesn't matter about
he
anyone
doesn't
else as
care.
long as he gets
And
seeks
not-
his
and
revenge
not-
on
and
you.
not having
and then later
Kanye's-
on he'll be like, oh,
But
sorry.
he wasn't like
Yeah.
that. He wasn't like that with Drake.
Yeah.
That's true.
But then what I'm saying is
yeah.
that like because he's off his shit with like Kim and stuff, he's pulling shit from everything, and it's like the bipolar thing. Like it's so scattered. You get what I mean? But I'm not having his
So
back
there's
on this
people
shit,
there's
'cause I
people that
fucking
need to
hate
be in
this,
his
bro.
corner. That's
Yeah, bro.
like,
And I
and there
fucking-
isn't enough.
People need
I
to
literally
be
hate
in
this
his
shit,
ear,
bro.
bro, and be like, yo, you need to relax, bro.
Yeah.
It was
But
pretty
everybody's
bad.
gonna tell him to kick back, but it doesn't happen. Like look at Don C when he was his manager at fucking the Grammys when he did that thing to fucking Taylor Swift. It was him sitting there sinking fucking Hennessy, and there's Don C literally in his ear being like, "Stop, yay, stop." And there's videos of it, bro. You can look it up on YouTube. That was with him and fucking Amber Rose. Amber Rose was just like, fucking do it. You get what I mean? So like, there's always something. But with Kanye, bro, you can't tell him.
Bro, someone just needs to give him a hiding, G.
100%.
It's not gonna happen, G.
Yeah, it's not
Straight
gonna
up,
happen.
someone
eh?
just needs to, like,
It's
one
not
of
gonna
his
happen.
mates
He's the
just needs
biggest-
to be
You
like,
reckon it's
bro,
gonna
you
be
know what?
Skeet that's gonna give him a
Bro,
high?
He's
you
the
know what?
biggest
That's
artist
us
in
then.
the
Let's go.
world,
Let's
bro.
have a go.
The hardest thing is though he's been having his way for a while.
Yeah.
Since
No, but
he
that's
left
what I mean.
Nike.
Like, imagine if Kid Cudi was like, all right, then next time I see
Nah,
you, bro,
but I
I'll
honestly,
One out,
figure
it's
you
not
I
gonna
honestly
happen.
think that with the Cudi thing, I do think there's all
They'll
of this.
square this
is
shit up.
No,
They'll square
yeah, I
this
do
shit
think a mix of all this is just to promote the album. Like, if you really look at the Cudi and him situation, it's not that deep.
No, it's not.
It's
And
not
I
like
don't
it's
reckon
not like
Cudi-
there's some video that like he put up a photo that's like that he's in himself.
I don't
Like
reckon
it's not
Kid
like
Cudi
some
was
new
on-
like Cudi's hanging out with Pete Davidson.
I don't
type
reckon
thing.
Kid Cudi was on like too many songs on the album, to be honest.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if he just ends up on the album. I honestly, with the Cudi part of this, I honestly do think it's just them wanting to stir up more.
Yeah,
with
but
it.
then in saying that too,
least
like
keep
look
the
at
hums.
Donda, look at Donda, the first one. Like Kid Cudi was not on it, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
He's on Moon.
yeah, he was.
Yeah, but you get what I mean.
But
There's
Cudi's not never gonna be on like 5 tracks. He's only ever gonna be on 2 or 3 anyway.
Speaking of Donda 2, I would love to see or hear Vori back on Donda 2.
I don't know if he will. Eh?
Who?
Vori. He was like one of my favorite part
I really
for the first Donda.
the hardest thing is like figuring
What was
out
his
what
part?
space. Oh, he's on like 3 or 4
Oh
tracks.
no. Yes, he is. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
And he wrote some songs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
he's like the most
What songs
underrated
is he on?
artist out there, I think.
He
Yeah.
wrote
He's like on the intro. Yeah, he's like
Oh,
on the
yeah.
intro, outro. Like
Yeah,
most of
oh,
the
yeah,
singing.
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
one-
He wrote for
Jonah. Did he write on? He wrote Jonah.
Yeah, and he wrote for the Jay-Z and Beyonce album.
Oh,
I don't know
fire.
which song it was.
True.
But he's been writing a lot of things.
Wow.
did you?
Mob Ties by Drake is written by Vori.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, G. So he's been on the low for ages.
What's his name?
Vory.
Vory.
V-O-R-Y.
He's hard, bro. He used
Yeah,
to go
his-
by King Vori, but like,
Yeah, his,
Oh,
his
I know
solo,
the King Vori. I'm pretty sure.
his solo material is dope too. But
What do you reckon about the first single off the Donda 2, the Alicia Keys?
nah, that's 5 years.
Huh?
That's 5
Oh,
years.
is it?
single. Yeah,
Oh, that's fire, bro.
yeah, it's 5 years.
I haven't
single.
listened to it.
I haven't heard
5.
it.
It was weird. Alicia
Is
It's
it
a
Keys.
New
Five
York.
and
It's a
Alicia
New
Keys?
York. It's
It's
a New
just-
York anthem.
It's drill. It's
Is
drill.
it just Five and Alicia Keys?
And Kanye.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kanye.
Kanye's on the last verse, but it's
Kanye
just-
saying he's
Alicia Keys in the
Kanye
fu-
saying he's pulling up to SNL with his goons.
for what?
Like what he did with All Day.
what?
It's Christian Goons.
I don't
What?
know. It's just
What?
a mess. It's just a mess.
With
It's just a
um,
mess.
What is it? What's the gang there
For what?
in Chicago?
No, he said he's pulling
Gangsta
up at
Disciples.
SNL.
Yeah.
SNL's in New York.
Yeah, but what's the GL?
GDs.
GDs.
GDs. That's it.
Gangsta
That's it.
Disciples.
Yeah,
Oh, the
GDs.
GDs.
He's gonna pull up with the GDs.
With Larry Hoover.
Uncle.
But yeah, I don't know.
Junior.
Like I just didn't like. I'm very curious on what Donda 2 is gonna be.
I just don't like-
I can't see Vori being on it. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like. I don't think Kanye's in this. Like Kanye was not.
I could do without
he's-
Donda 2 right now.
He's swearing himself in songs now, and
Yeah.
Donda was about like censoring everyone from not swearing. Like we didn't get an Andre 3000 verse because he swore in it.
Maybe that single is gonna be. Oh, wait, that verse is gonna be on this next one.
Nah, because he already released a song on the deluxe version.
Oh yeah, fair.
So hopefully we get like proper 3 stacks. But we won't see. We're not gonna see 3,000. We're probably gonna see a little bit of the
Durk-
same people.
I think Lil Durk will be on it. Future will
100%.
be on it.
Yep, Future will be on it.
That and when
Ooh,
when
I
I'm
wanna
saying
hear a
these,
Future verse.
when we're saying these names, like it's definitely different to Donda. Donda 2 is gonna be completely different to Donda.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And he's saying his whole thing is like I'm running back into the fire.
I hope
So
Oh, 'cause
if you're
you have
running
to-
back into the fire, it kind of seems like it's gonna be very aggressive in your face.
But you know what?
Bro, I
you
hope
think
it's like
of
Jesus,
Donda,
bro.
right?
Yeah, it's
You
gonna be
think of
very
Donda,
Jesus.
right? And that album is like a tribute to his mum and that.
Yeah.
And it's got her talking and stuff like that in it. And a lot of it is like gospel related. You know what I mean? So you make an album called Donda 2
Yeah.
that's
You're
gonna
running
be
back
totally
in
the
the fire.
opposite.
I hope I'm
Makes-
wrong.
You're running
makes-
back into the fire.
It makes
you know?
dropping Donda almost pointless.
Absolutely.
I mean,
yeah.
next week, when we do our next episode, it'll be
It'll be out.
out.
We're hoping.
Hopefully, man.
We're hoping.
Oh, that's
22nd,
true. That's
And you
true.
mentioned-
Yeah,
Dirk,
22nd.
is Dirk
But
dropping
You mentioned
an album
Lil
too?
Durk as
the
well.
show, the
yeah.
show's been announced, so we will be able to hear it in some
Oh yeah, because
form
he's
or
already
fashion.
got. He's already got the.
He's already
listening-
the place is booked for
Yeah.
the live, so the album itself might not come out, but we could be, you know,
Oh, so on the 22nd, he's
he's
doing
booked.
a,
He I don't know what stadium he's got.
an album, like a listening thing.
Yeah, he's got another one of the listening.
I hope we get on the day so then I can listen to it so I can give you guys a full breakdown.
because
Bro, we have Lil Durk as well.
Little Durk's
A
dropping
full-
22nd.
a full-
Yep.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to that. Like,
Yeah.
Full
I'll
play-to-play
sit and watch
breakdown
that.
of a Kanye album. You guys
Yeah.
are welcome from the inside of the head of the dead one.
I feel like with Lil Durk, I've heard too much of Lil Durk for the past.
But he's
couple
fire
years.
though, bro. He's fire.
He's fire, but bro,
He's fire.
I signed to
bro.
the streets too, man. That was like my.
I won't listen to an
my
album, but
album
his
for,
verses are
like-
crazy.
Yeah, I like Dirk on the Corday song.
The singing one
Yeah.
What's it called?
I forgot what it's
If you don't know what it's called, it
with
sucks.
with her.
Yeah, the one with her.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
I
That's
never
fine.
remember song titles anymore.
Me,
Yeah, neither.
What is that? Me too. I always just put
Because
it on shuffle.
Spotify.
Yeah,
Because of your
that's probably
streaming
it.
sites, bro.
Yeah.
Because you have like
Spotify.
4,000 at your fucking thing.
You
Before,
don't
back
look.
in the
You
day,
don't
you
look
listened
at
to
as
an
much
album.
at your phone.
Yeah, you
like,
don't look at it, eh?
Yeah, you don't
just-
really look
just
at the
let
title.
songs,
Play.
bro.
You just kind of know, it's in here somewhere.
Yeah, whenever I hear a file,
Especially like you look,
to my
you know,
playlist.
especially because every album's so feature heavy.
Yeah.
That you actually look at the feature, so that when you go to like pull it up
yeah,
on
like the
Spotify.
song with
you
blah,
just
blah,
yeah,
blah.
you just see
Yeah.
featuring, and then you're like, oh, that's the song.
But you still have to listen to it from front to back. You can't listen to it like from the
100%,
middle
that's
to
the
the
only
top to
way
the
to
back.
listen to an
You still have
album.
to do it as adults. We have to do that.
Facts. Yeah, man. So
John Wick look crazy.
I don't know.
I've been
John Wick flick.
jamming that song heavy, bro.
What is it?
Gee,
Which one is it?
Griselda,
John
bro.
Wick flick.
What was
Yeah,
J.
I'm
Cole?
sorry, guys. This has turned into the J. Cole, Drake, Kanye West, Griselda podcast. I know it's very.
But-
Gee, you're welcome, G. But that shit is so
We only
fucking
talk about
hard, bro.
those four groups. Of
There's
artists.
nothing else.
Nah,
Who else do we
on
really talk
Lil
about?
Durk, going
Lil
back
Baby.
to Lil Durk, the last album, we actually
don't care.
managed to get 2 Australian producers on that album.
On Dirk's album.
Yeah, and the
Is
King
this-
Von one. So we have, if I'm not mistaken, we have Prod by Aura. I think he's from Sydney.
Yeah,
And Elay as well.
Are we allowed to say this, or is this
No,
like
no, it's
public,
out. It's
public
out.
It's
Last
out. It's from
album.
the last album, The Voice of
sweet.
The Voice or something.
Yeah, the voice.
Yeah, and I hope we get to see like a couple of more Aussie producers on
Yeah,
the next
dope.
Durk album. You know,
Yeah,
which
that
is
was
dope.
Australian New Zealand producers are definitely like I've said it a couple times, like they're gonna be the ones
Bro, Australia's
at the forefront
on.
for us.
Bro, Australia and New Zealand are
100%,
fucking
man.
on, bro. And whoever doubts that shit have no idea, bro. Even like just stems and songs for people, like that shit's
100%.
fire. Like, cause like we got homies that are like doing shit with like Pro Era and stuff. You know, shout out Noble and shit.
100%,
You get what I
man,
mean?
for sure. So
Even like
Australia's
my
definitely
homie, even shout out Quincy. His name's Quinny Hendrix. I don't even know what his fuck. Shout out Quincy. He's even like, he's got a mate, Maddie, who's fucking given stems to like Trey Songz and shit. Trey Songz came in for a haircut,
Yeah.
and they had a fucking studio in the
Yeah.
back, and they were making beats and shit, and gave him stems and shit.
That's
Just
hard.
Come here.
That's
Yeah.
hard, bro.
Shout
No
out
one
to
cares
all
about
the-
him, but that's still fire.
Shout out to all the Australian producers,
Yeah.
and
Straight up, bro.
100%, bro.
Shout out
beat makers,
Makandi.
and New Zealand as well.
For
so.
sure. Another guy from Brisbane, Lazy Eye.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tory
bro,
Lanez.
Lazy Eye is
friend.
fucking
Yeah.
dope.
Shout out Lazy Eye,
He
with
He
Tory
got a placement
Lanez.
with Tory Lanez and
Was
stuff
it
like
West Neat? West Neat's fire, bro.
Yeah, he's up in, bro. Yeah, I'm keeping for
West Neat's the
drum
one,
music.
G.
For
Straight
real.
up. The next on this R&B shit, he's hard. With
Facts.
Quincy as well.
For sure.
Quinny Hendrix.
Facts.
Denise Rodman. Many
But I
others
guess
aliases.
we can talk about Snoop since we were on the halftime show. Snoop. Well, I don't know if there needs to be alongside because he bought back Death Row Records.
It's
Like,
fire
that's
that he
crazy.
did that,
Gangsta is
though, bro.
that?
That's
how much,
crazy.
How much did he buy for? 10 grand? Because that's probably how much it's
No.
fucking worth. Because
It definitely-
is in fucking jail, bro.
It definitely wasn't.
He probably paid his bail.
It definitely was on the decline, but at the end of the day, it's whoever has it that can
Is that
bring
to
it
get
back.
his? That must be to get his masters back, eh?
Nah,
It's
I think he already.
it's probably to
I think he already had his
for like
masters
new
back.
talent and
Yeah.
stuff.
He wouldn't have
Because I
had
was
his
gonna
masters for like
say-
doggy style and shit.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I was gonna say,
Bro,
what?
Master P, bro.
Yeah, Master P.
Master P would have sorted everything
I think
out,
Master
bro.
P-
Nah,
did
I'm
sort
sure
all of that.
that there's a fucking thing after it that he didn't get his fucking masters back for. I feel like
Nah.
I've fucking heard this, bro.
He doesn't have to buy Death Row Records to get his master. He would have been had that, especially with all
he would have had that for like Tupac's then. Tupac's
Bro.
fucking masters then.
Get-
Give
he
that
might
shit
have.
back to give that shit back to the fucking.
He might have some of it, but I'm sure.
Surely.
I'm sure his estate, like I'm sure Tupac's estate would have.
But you get
most
what I
of it.
mean, though. Like, you know how you talk about like how like it's so hard for these people to get it, and all that sort of stuff after like X amount of years. If the person's deceased, does the estate still get that after 20 years? You know how they have that rule of like you get your masters back after 20 years.
Yeah, like it just depends how well the estate, like the family members and the
It'll
people
be
that
interesting
hold
to
an
see
estate
like
are,
what the
but
contract is and
Snoop-
what Snoop Dogg gets, what Snoop Dogg's assets are with fucking Death Row.
I just hope this
There wouldn't be that
venture
much.
means that Death Row or Snoop Dogg will be able to sign artists with better deals just because it's going to be a record label that is owned
You
by
already had
an
Doggy
artist.
Style Records,
you know
though.
what I mean?
Yeah,
You already had
like
Doggy
more
Style.
joint ventures, eh?
Yeah, honestly.
he
bro.
already had Doggy Style Records though, so he was already like signing, doing his own shit.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
feel
but
like Death Row is like
he helped build Death Row.
Yeah.
like when you think of Death Row, you think of Pac, and then you think of Snoop, and then you think of Dre.
It's like such
Yeah,
an
yeah,
iconic
deadass.
record
So it's
label,
like,
man.
yeah,
Dre left that to make. I mean, I didn't think you really care about Death Row when you made Aftermath.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That's
you never
wild though. It seems like Death Row has been selling
Like, bro,
most
if
of
you
their
really-
assets.
that's
Because
like-
freaking the Death Row recording studio is recently bought by Ali last year. I think.
Oh, the studio.
The
itself.
studio,
yeah.
So
Shout out to
now
Mixed by Ali.
Mixed by Ali, bro. Kendrick's
Damn,
engineer.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What's his
No Name Studio?
Yeah, and what's the engineering company? that he's
It's
made?
called Engineers. which
Yeah,
is dope.
Engineers.
You can just hire a
That's
bunch
dope.
of different engineers through that online
Yeah,
website.
he's
It's
doing a
dope.
lot of
That's
business
cool, bro.
deals with engineers too, and he started his own label. So
Right.
that was something that caught my attention too, because he's obviously probably still mixes and masters for TDE, but he's gone outside of TDE and built his own label.
Yo,
and
imagine
own
being able to buy the Death Row Records studio, bro.
Facts.
You know
That's
what I mean?
hard.
That's gangster.
facts.
Oh, that
But-
would have been the one when the fucking dog bit the dude, and it would have been like the G
Yeah,
one, like LA,
yeah, it's
like the big one.
It's the main one, yeah.
yeah,
main one.
crazy.
But
They
yeah,
still have
like
lowriders there.
I definitely think Snoop did
yeah,
it.
like where dudes got their chains jacked and all that.
yeah.
Yeah, if you really think like Snoop, when you think of a label, you think of Death Row,
Dead
Yeah,
ass.
and then you might think of No Limit
if you know.
if you know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
not many people do know.
And then No Limit's not going to buy
But-
it. Master P's not going to buy it.
Nah, he doesn't need to because he's got his own
Yeah.
legacy. But like, I get why Snoop buys it. I don't think it's for the masses. I honestly think because he realizes like this is a big part of my legacy. You know,
And
and
to
it- and no
hold
one
that.
else can move it forward but him.
Yeah.
100%.
Like Dre's not gonna do it. Like I said, after Suge, I mean,
And even to bring it from
Suge,
like
Suge can't do it, and then obviously Part, and that can't happen.
And
So-
even to change like the bullshit that happened with like what happened with like Snoop Dogg leaving and all that sort of shit, and then him turning it back around to being from
Yeah,
like
like, coming
so
full circle, bro. It's
gangster,
crazy.
so dark, only gangster shit to being like, yo, we can sign normal people and make this an actual fucking
100%.
record label,
Well,
which is fire.
I don't know this, but who's currently under Death Row Records?
no one,
Actively?
just
No
him.
one?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
one.
His
Oh, so no one's under it.
no,
Nah,
no one
I
yet.
didn't think
But he
anyone
said
would be.
so before he actually got it, he said on $1 Million Worth of Game. Shout out to Gilly and Wallow. He said, you know, he wanted it, and if he would have had it like eight years ago, he's like, I would have had YG, I would have had Roddy Rich. Like
Yeah.
everything coming out of the West would have been
Would've
coming
come
out
from
through
Death
Death
Row.
Row, and that's so true.
Yeah.
Like you
Fuck,
think of the
bro,
West,
imagine fucking YG on fucking Death Row. I reckon it would be different. His hooks would be fire.
yeah. When you think of
It's
West
the
Coast
vibe.
labels, you
His
only think
hooks
it's
suck.
Death
Yeah.
Row and then it's TDE. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, wild.
So it makes sense that, you know, like, but yeah, the only, I don't know, there'll definitely be obviously probably some announcements coming soon, but I mean, he just came off of doing his own thing with Def Jam as well. Like, he's got a whole
Gangster, man.
situation with Def Jam as
See,
well.
like
so.
Snoop Dogg's got it, bro.
It's like that meme that everybody's posting about Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg does everything, bro.
He does.
Bro, he does.
You
know, Bro, his-
But you know what? It's because Snoop Dogg's a personality, bro.
Yeah.
100%.
He's not just a rapper.
He's
He's
a
not just
fucking
an
guy,
artist.
Like,
bro.
have you
Yeah.
seen him on NBC with Kevin Hart?
Yeah,
Bro,
bro.
it's
hilarious,
so
bro.
funny,
Hilarious,
bro.
right?
What is that?
The
What is
funniest.
that?
Like, they did it for the Olympics, and they've done it.
And then it became a thing,
Yeah,
bro.
now it's a thing.
Crazy,
But
yeah.
Or do they just commentate on shit?
Yeah.
they just reported on the Olympics. Like,
Oh, that's
as a-
fire.
not,
But
like,
it's
not in
hilarious.
lifetime, just like, you know, like it's the news.
Yeah, here's
The
the daily, day one of the Olympics.
Yeah.
The
Like
only
that
shit,
kind
the
of
only
stuff.
shit that the only like him in front of the camera shit that I've seen is GGN.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so funny.
Like I've
Man.
watched every single fucking
Yeah, but
episode,
the
bro.
one with him and Kevin Hart is like similar.
Yeah,
I reckon
yeah.
though with
Literally
Kevin
just-
Hart,
But
it's
just
a
think
little
of
bit
it
funnier.
just think of it like higher production and like it's actually in the settings that
that's fire.
like
Nah,
a
I
newsroom
ca-
would be in.
Bro, I kind of like GGN because they had like the green screen
Ah,
behind
yeah, of
them. They had
course.
shit like
But it's weird-
floating behind them. He had like all
But
the
this
shoes
this
and
looks
shit.
like a legit
Yeah,
news.
it's weirdly
like,
weirdly
report and
funnier
shit.
because it is so professional. Hey,
Oh, that's fire.
like it's weirdly funny because it
Yeah,
is
and
so
they look,
nice.
And they look out of place, bro. Like
Yeah, sick.
sitting there reporting, bro. That looks.
It's
And
sick.
Kevin
So
Hart
out of
next to
place.
Snoop Dogg, it just looks funny, bro.
It's
Facts.
sick.
Oh man.
So shout out to Snoop, straight up.
Bro, good work of getting that shit back.
Straight
Hopefully you
up.
get good benefits out of this thing.
yeah, and hopefully
Yeah,
for
it'll
the
be
next
exciting to
generation.
see what comes out of it, eh?
Straight up.
Or hopefully we get to see some sneaky collabs with some brands that we know.
True.
With Death Row.
What happened to PNB Rock? He used to be popping.
Yeah, he was popping
Ah,
for
yeah.
a bit, eh? And then just
He had the longest neck. He looks like a giraffe.
I got no idea, eh?
I thought his name was Peanut Butter Rock, and then I've realized. Then Sean told me, shout out Spike. He told me that his name is PNB Rock, and I thought his name was Peanut Butter Rock. Deadass. He looks like a peanut butter rock.
Yeah, he's been going for a minute.
But he was a really good
could be
artist,
label
too.
things.
Yeah, for sure.
Which like basically was what I was going to. Bobby Schmurda, like
Probably not.
Bobby Schmurda's talked out about his label deal. NBA YoungBoy's talked out about his label deal, wanting people not to sign to Atlantic. So it's just
Meek
So
Mill's
Atlantic
talked
playing
about
up.
it.
yeah, it's
Who's
like
the
almost
CEO
every
of
week.
Atlantic? Isn't it L.A. Reid? Or no? Am I?
Nah, I mean
Nah, LA
these
Reid
guys,
was
the
like
executives.
LaFace and-
You know
the
why, bro?
executives
It's
move
because
around.
it's because people are starting to have joint ventures with labels.
Yeah.
And so
That-
other people are probably feeling slighted because they can't get the same thing.
I think it's that, but it's also
That'll
like
be from
the
Travis Scott first doing it.
bro. Like I seen
Like, for the young kids.
I seen Francis and Ngannou talking about it. But like you gotta remember, they know how much he paid you,
Yeah.
and they know how long know how long it'll take before that dries up.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so like you think of someone like PNB Rock. When did he drop?
Bro, I can't even tell.
He
2018.
was on the freshman.
Yeah,
That was
so
the
that's
last
like
album.
four, that's like 4 years ago.
That was the last album I
It
know.
was on the
from him.
freshman with all of them.
You could easily just tell them like, "Yo, you need to like if you want music out, sign this again." That's just how they keep you in the cycle, bro. That's how they keep you in that life.
Yeah,
you know what I
100%,
mean?
man.
then-
Unfortunately,
Because if you can't live with it, like you're by the stage where it's like I've built this lifestyle and I'm down to dollars and cents. I need to re-sign,
Yeah,
no matter what the
100%.
terms are, because it's really
I've gotta
down.
re-sign. I
Yeah,
need the
like
money.
because they know, like
Yeah.
they're in your pockets. They know how much they get given
for
you.
sure.
They know
Master-
like what you've been accustomed to, your lifestyle. They know how long that's gonna like dry out.
And
So
Master-
you can just say, no, we're not gonna put out this album. You need to like, this is still bubbling, or like, it's not the right time for you. This doesn't really work in the market right now. Spotify's looking for this, Apple Music's looking for that. So and so just dropped. Your sounds clashed. They say they'll run you around with every answer of why
they'll
you
tell
can't
you
drop.
to chill. They'll tell you
Yeah.
to chill.
And they'll do it all the way up until you got no money left.
Yeah.
Because you're supporting so many different
And if you
people,
think about it,
you know?
and if you think about it too, like when you get signed, they give you $1 million, but $1 million for what, 4 albums isn't that much.
Yeah,
You have
bro.
to pay
That's a
that
quarter
back.
of a mil each album.
There's not ma- there's
Shout
not
out Master P for telling me that.
there's not many people that get that even get to see $1 million too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
You have
what-
to cut that with
Yeah.
everybody, man.
Yeah.
You got to pay your producers.
You have to pay it,
engineers.
and you get to pay your tax straight
yeah,
up, and then
100%.
your producers, your manager
You're not getting
takes,
You're not getting $1 a view, bro.
yeah, you
You
get.
get what I mean? You're
Oh
getting
well,
$1 a
that's it.
CD.
Depending your deal too, you might not see any money until you recoup. That's $1 million that you
100%.
owe back to the label that
100%.
needs to be
Bro,
recouped.
that's happening here. You know what I mean?
That's why
100%.
everybody. That's why
a fact.
just telling all these like
That's
independent
happening
artists.
here, bro. That's why people ain't dropped songs in the last 6 months.
Or albums. we won't name any names.
Yeah,
but yo, just throwing that out. Just throwing that out there. Like all you young cats need to like watch Drink Champs and listen to like Master P.
Yeah, if
and
you're gonna
like
be an
Jay Prince because they give you guys game that like you guys need to get your money. You guys
Yeah.
need to sign on the right shit. I'm not an artist, but I've
don't
been
wanna-
put up on game from people.
The only thing is you don't want to be in the music industry. You want to be in the music business.
Yeah,
there's a
deadass.
clear difference, and
Yeah,
like, I don't
deadass.
care anything
that on a
about the.
t-shirt.
Yeah, I don't care anything about the music industry. I only care about the music business. You know what I mean?
Same.
So
Yeah.
if
Starting
you
from tonight.
So, bro just wanted to spit some hot shit.
so like also what I've seen, I know I said it's like the Griselda, Drake, Jacob, but I seen Benny on, just because we're on this subject.
Fire.
Benny was on Bootleg Kev podcast, and he said that his deal with Def Jam is 1 album.
Word.
You know how
crazy how he's
crazy,
got- it's
you know
crazy
how
he's got
crazy of
that
a
power.
finesse that is, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's
he knows
hard.
his worth. That's what it is.
Bro, you can't just do 1 albums with
Yeah.
anywhere.
'Cause
Like,
I
I remember he was on the Joe Budden podcast, and he's like, I just need a right situation, like a comfortable situation. And he's like, and they're like, they were talking about contracts, and I know Rory at the time was like, no, you can't get a contract that isn't like 5.
Yeah.
He's like 3, like he's like, he's like, Benny was saying he wants like a 3 album sort of situation, and like Roy's like 3 albums. Like record labels want 5 albums. And I mean, everyone knows this, but like the fact that Benny got in and got paperwork done with Def Jam for 1 album is ridiculous. It speaks to like what they're doing for so many different things. Like, bro, I don't know how much. Like, I don't know any. Like saying a group is like limiting them. You know, I don't know any entity that's came in with this much impact in so many areas. Yeah. Like music, 100%. Music business, culture, art, fashion. Like, I don't know. Think of fashion because obviously you don't look to them for fashion, but their merch sells. Like, you know, like people
just them talking about the shit. Just them talking about the shit.
Yeah, like people don't think of fashion, but you need to start thinking of them as fashion.
Yeah, hard.
Because their merch isn't like other people's merch isn't selling like that.
Bro, Westside Gunn shit sells out within minutes, and his vinyls that were pressed for like earlier albums are going for like fucking $600 to $700 each for original pressing. You can't tell me like Kool G Rap's OG shit isn't going for that much.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? And then in saying that too, like, do you reckon that Benny signed that one deal with Def Jam so he can do a joint venture with Def Jam and Black Soprano Family?
I honestly don't think he cares if he does or doesn't. It's honestly like,
but
he just
do you
wants
see
to
where that is though?
Yeah, I think it's
where he can like push like all of them through.
I think it's an idea, but I think it's if so, then yeah. If not, then I don't. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, or to get people because he's always been on the money.
Like
he's always like all 3 of them have always been money minded. That's why Conway is like last shit.
West wanted that. West wanted to be the head of Def Jam. He's like, nah, I'm not he was like, I'm not even gonna worry about like trying to do anything. Like, I'm just gonna make Griselda better. So I was like, that's their mentality. Is like, if we can't come to terms now, then it's like we're just gonna build bigger than you. So I think that is a play where it's like, you know, I could go here, then eventually do a joint venture with them, but it's like, if not, then who cares? You know, I think he just wants to push on what he's calling his debut album. That's, you know,
and I can't remember who it was. I can't remember if it was Conway or it was actually Benny on the Kenny Beats thing, and like Kenny Beats asked him about like, I don't know what the question was, but Benny the Butcher said that fucking Westside Gunn was the architect of this shit. So he was like the RZA.
I believe that.
He was like the RZA and like fucking pulled all the shit together. Already had this fucking view in his head and already squared this shit up, which is so hard.
100%.
Shout out Griselda, bro. They're the hardest fucking group.
Yeah, I know you guys are sick of it, but it's honestly, if we don't give the flowers, you're not able to give.
You can't get sick of bars, bro.
You're not able to give flowers like this out every day. You know, there's not too much to be excited about anymore.
Especially these days, you know.
Bruh,
J. Cole gave that feature for free to Benny.
Bullshit.
On his first joint on Def Jam. You know how crazy that? Oh, no. Hard. Mind you, that song isn't even on Def Jam. He owns that independently, 100%.
That is hard.
So Def Jam just had to sit idly by
that would have been a test.
As Benny puts out probably his biggest song ever with his biggest feature ever independently after he just signed a 1 album deal to Def Jam.
That's hard.
This is finesses of the finesse, you know, like
that's why
this is why star, like I know we've talked about Russ too, but that's why I like Russ too, because like whoever can finesse the music business, then you need to be all ears on it.
He's finessing people's ears, G.
Bro, and even Nore talked about him fucking. Even Nori talked about him like 2 weeks, like fucking on the last fucking podcast, bro. That's a fucking giant podcast to be talked about. Nori shouted out fucking Russ, bro.
Yeah, Hove talked about him a couple times.
Hove shouted out Russ on
but it's because of the
Twitter
business savvy
space.
stuff, bro. They ain't shouting him out because his rap's so hard.
Nah, that's why fucking Nori shouted him out, because Styles P was on the joint. Oh no, Papoose was on the joint.
Oh yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, that shit was hot."
Russ was on Papoose's album.
Yeah. But it was first. I don't
care.
Russ
I don't like Russ.
Yeah, anyway, fuck Russ. Fuck Russ.
Bro, he's got the type of...
Fuck Russ.
Bro, he's got
I just need to let it clear. There's a lot of people...
Like,
I don't want people sending me that. I like Russ. I'm.
You look at him and you're like, bro, I just want to punch this dude.
Bro, we need to, like, on the 20th episode, we need to have a cut or a compilation of Levi saying, fuck Russ.
Yep.
It'll be
The 28th episode. Keegan, did you note that down? G was very specific and asked for it on the 20th.
You have to go through 45 hours of
He said the
fucking...
20th episode.
You have to go through 45
I
hours.
guarantee he would have said it about 20 times by then.
In that episode, he would have said it 20 times.
In that one episode.
And you have to get Najee as well. Best
I still want
rap group
I still
ever.
want another Griselda mixtape, man, or album. You know what I mean?
coming
We
out,
talked
G.
about this last week.
coming
Yeah,
out,
we did
my
talk
G.
about this last
Everyone
week.
said that it's gonna come. I'm the one that said it's not coming out this year.
I hope it comes out this
I didn't
year,
say
bro.
it's-
The man likes
February,
Russ,
man.
so he has no fucking idea.
I'm staying in my same lane. I'm gonna say it's not coming out this year.
Change
It's
that
only
up.
February. Man,
Anyway.
I hope it does come out this
Has
year.
to, bro. This year is the year for rappers, bro.
Anyway, next thing.
The world is opening up.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Meanings like tours. So we need
Bro.
music.
Did you see that Coachella and that dropping like all their mandates and stuff?
100%, bro.
Crazy, eh?
Really?
So it's
Yeah,
gonna be
all their
full
mandates,
open.
even like vaccination status, no masks,
Fire.
Crazy.
no limits, no
going.
nothing, bro. Boom, drop.
Public service
Levi's going.
announcement.
Levi's going.
Yeah,
I'm going to
man.
get coronavirus.
The world
saw that
is
today.
unlocked.
Well, that part of the world is unlocked.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gee, I'm going to coach.
I still can't go to the
Let's
movies.
go.
G.
I'm gonna just say a name. Because there's a lot around this name as well.
Fuck
and
them.
I'll see
Oh,
what you guys say
man.
about whatever
Fuck
to
Russ.
do with the person. The baby.
Sucks.
man, the thing is, I loved the
You-
baby.
The freestyle was hard.
You break down the news cycles that you've seen in the
So
last couple
Baby
of days.
on Baby, that album, I played that 1,000 times. Bro.
Bro, honest, Kirk
Kirk was dope
was
too.
crazy.
I'm not going to listen to an album.
Like the intro of Kirk, on Kirk, nuts,
Bro,
bro. Honestly, I
gangster.
was when I first started getting into the Baby, I thought he was fire. I was like, bro, this dude is bad. Like, even like his whole persona and everything.
Yeah,
like,
His
the music
features are
videos as
crazy.
well and everything.
bro, his music videos, him beating people up, like
his
they
features
checked him
are-
or whatever.
Is he the
like-
one? Is he the one when those dudes in the hood
Yeah.
pull up and
Look
they're
at his
like,
video
yo,
shit.
and he's like, nah, G, I'm not gonna fucking.
yeah, it's like, oh nah, I didn't realize I needed no permission slip.
yeah, I'm not gonna fucking do it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking do it. That shit was hard.
Like his production, bro, his music, his rapping skills is fire.
bars
bro.
are crazy.
But I think it's just that fact that we got so saturated. Like his music got so saturated that
Well,
we
yeah,
just
because
got
people were
used
biting
to-
the sound too.
Yeah, man. Like
I
Jetson
mean,
made
people
it,
bited the sound.
bro. His producer
It always sounds
Jetson
like
made
Future,
it,
bro. What are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah.
bro. Jetson made
Jetson
it.
made it.
Made that
Oh,
those beats,
really?
Yeah.
Is it
and he
different?
made. I feel like the
How
baby
is it
sounds
different?
so fire, bro. Jetson made it, man. He's a G.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot
like
of
Bop,
people,
bro. That beat
The
is so
Bop,
hard.
a lot of people bit the production side of it for
Yeah.
sure.
So where's he from?
Charlotte.
Yeah, he's from North Carolina. Who? The Baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from North Carolina.
So what did you guys see? What have you guys seen? What highlights do you have for? What do you want to talk
highlights?
about? Because I know what I want to talk about that I seen over the weekend.
I see him beat up Danny Lay's brother
The freestyle was hard.
in the alleyway,
Yeah,
a
he's-
bowling alley.
He's definitely in headlines with
The
that.
freestyle was hard.
The freestyle was hard though.
Just watch the freestyle.
Bro,
That's
honestly,
it was hard.
if I didn't think he was like a terrible person, I would actually rock with his music, bro.
So is he the one? Is he the one on the Kanye joints? He's the one on the Kanye joints.
Yeah, he's on jail.
Okay.
Jail part 2, sorry.
Okay. So why is Lil Baby cancelled?
jail.
Little baby.
Little
Why-
Baby isn't canceled.
Oh, so Lil Baby's sweet.
Lil Baby is fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Baby's the one where people.
Baby is getting
in
cancelled.
the-
These
in
cunts
the
need to
process.
change their fucking names, bro.
He's in the process of
Straight up, I
cancellation.
hate
I'm
it,
going
bro.
baby, I'm baby.
But when you both, come on, G, change your fucking name to like Idiot Baby.
I know.
or something.
I got the headline. Since you guys don't want to say the headline that I'm thinking of, I got the headline that might let you guys yourselves cancel him. You know, the baby, like they after the freestyle, they were gassing him up a little bit, and he said like he compares himself to he compared himself to J.
Not
Cole,
them, G.
Nas, Kendrick Lamar, and Jay-Z. And he said, I
wouldn't go
can
that
go.
far, man.
I think he said along the lines of something like, you know, you got to compare me with them when you're talking about rap.
He's not a goat.
Nah, see,
I
and
don't
here's
think
the
so.
problem, bro. Here's
don't
the
think
problem.
so.
My
He's
man
not a
has
rapper.
gotten my man's gotten too big for his boots, bro.
The blue ones.
Well, it's like, it's honestly not, he's not at the heights. He's not at his highest heights
Bottegas?
right now.
Nah, but he's one of those dudes who his antics overshadow
Well, that's
what he
it.
tries
That's
to
the
do
thing. Yeah,
musically.
but he's been in the headlines for a lot of
Bro, if
wrong.
he, like, that's what I mean. If he wasn't such a freaking, what would you call it? Like a jerk, you know what I mean? Like, if he wasn't such a dick, bro, then people would rock with it.
Were we talking about one of the episodes, or it might have been something else, like who's next for hip hop? Was the baby brought up?
It's Little Baby
It
again.
was Lil Baby. It was Lil Baby was brought up.
It was Lil Baby.
Not
I
Ja
hate this.
Baby.
I hate this fucking name.
But see, bro, like, legit, because I feel like he raps fire. Like,
He's hard.
His
yeah,
punchlines
even
are
his
good.
even his LA Lakers thing, that was hard, but it's just like, bro, when what you do as a person overshadows.
But how
Your
many other
music and
people have
stuff,
done
like-
that? How many people have? How
Yeah,
many
no.
other people have done that?
Yeah,
too?
but none of them are Drake, J. Cole, Hove,
Yeah, but
Nas.
the
Like,
thing is too, we're in the cancel.
Tentacion?
We're in the cancel era, which is a long subject, which is something that
Yeah.
I don't agree with. I don't agree with cancel culture.
So why are we canceling the baby?
I'm never gonna
I'm not
cancel. I'm
cancelling
never
him.
canceling anyone.
No,
for
but
anything.
why
All
was
I'm
he
saying
cancelled?
is he's
Because
a-
he fought Old Love's
Nah,
brother.
Nah, he's got a lot of.
That's
He's
not
had a
even
lot
that
of.
there's
He's had.
heat.
So no
Bro.
There's
no
probably-
female abuse.
yeah,
There is.
Oh, there is.
There is, yeah.
Oh yeah, so he's fucked then. Cancel that cunt.
Is it?
Well, allegedly with Danny Lay and stuff. So he
Nah,
tried
but it's
to
like even how he
stick
talks
around. Oh, is that
about
video?
her, like
Yeah.
on live videos, bro. Like with her in the room.
Oh,
like,
and she's in
so it's
the
like,
toilet
nah,
or
you're just a
something?
side chick. Like you ain't like, bro. I can't.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like,
bro, it's
why
just
would you
disgusting
have,
to me, bro.
Yeah,
Honestly,
why would you
I
have a
haven't-
baby if she's your side chick, man? Why would you be living with her if she was just
Yeah.
I didn't really.
it is.
I didn't really look into any.
Oh,
of
bro,
it.
that's the one
honestly,
that
I
she's in
watched
the-
one, bro, and it made me so mad. I was like, bro,
For me,
if I
You know when
watched it,
she's in
I'll
the
knock
toilet and then she like slams the door and he's like trying to like kick in the door and shit. He was trying to beat her up. There's
haven't
one
seen
video
that
of
one.
someone doing that, but I don't know who it is.
Nah,
one of
I
those
haven't
fucking
seen that.
rappers.
Nah, there's
bro.
just one where they're like arguing and he's on live and he's like laughing about it and she's getting mad and stuff like that, like, and he's just laughing it off like it's nothing,
Yeah,
bro.
you
you know
dumb
what I
That's
mean?
your
It's
queen,
just
you know? Like, damn.
Like, oh, look at her, baby mama drama. Haha, look at her. Like, you're not like
If
playing.
you
it
don't
off
put them
like
on, you don't put them on fucking live for that shit.
Nah, but I'm just like, bro, that's not a man, bro. Like,
Nah.
you know what I mean? Like, you're not a stand-up dude if that's what your
That's
response
corny.
is to
Yeah.
to
Bro,
the type of issues that go on in your life,
Bro,
bro.
the fire shit is when I watch shout out Drink Champs is when I watch like Papooses one and he's talking about like him and Remy Ma.
Yeah.
What they do because they're so headstrong. Both of them are headstrong. Like both of them are like
Bro,
fucking,
Remy Ma probably beats him up, G.
Bro, both of them are fucking rap fucking royalty, bro.
They probably have freestyle battles, G. That's how
Bro,
they
that's
said
what
that.
Nori said. That's what Nori said. It's like, yo, when you guys have an argument, do you guys fucking freestyle in the kitchen? Nah, but what Papu said is like, no, what we have is like one person talks, and then once they finish, the next person talks, and
then
that's it. That's it. That's how they deal with shit.
That's pretty good, man.
That's not a lot of people in general.
Nah,
like,
but
talking
that's-
to anyone.
But that's so hard. Like, you know, like fucking, I'll say my fucking shit, and then you say your shit, and then we'll
That
fucking
is hard
square it
because
up.
then, like, what if I don't agree with what you just said and I want to rebuttal it?
Yeah, but then the virus thing about that too is that if you don't say anything straight away, you get to stop.
You get to
think,
listen.
and
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
realize what
respond
you want
more
to
than-
say,
or
and then
like
you,
you
can, and then
respond
you can
rather
respond.
than react.
And them two big fucking rappers, bro, must be the hardest shit because they've got some fire bars like fucking like, you know, like
Got a date at 8, I'm in a 740 for Zab.
bruh. Got
Touch
the
it,
Brooklyn
man.
on my middle finger. I'm saying fuck you.
Yeah.
It's hard, bro.
But it's going back to the
Queens.
baby, who do you reckon can out rap the baby
Queens on my
doing those
phone, bro.
freestyles? Like
Like 14 rappers right
Little
now.
baby,
What was
Lil
that? Say
Baby.
that again.
who can out rap the baby right now?
14 rappers.
after that freestyle.
Who can out-rap the baby?
Top 14
Apparently,
rappers.
apparently
top
not J.
4
Cole.
billboards.
Apparently not J. Cole, Kendrick
Bro,
Lamar,
J. Cole will out-rap
Nas
the
and
baby,
Hov,
definitely.
I agree with that.
Definitely.
With the first bars of the Benny song.
The J. Cole.
Nah, well, J. Cole's LA Leakers freestyle was crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah, dead ass.
Tory Lanez reckon
You
we
like
like
that, eh?
rapping.
You like that, eh?
Yeah, Tory Lanez when he raps is crazy.
Yeah, I like Lane's rapping.
What about Tory Lanez when he sings?
Yeah, that's fire too, bro.
Nah, he
But
sucks,
only
bro.
the
I hate
R&B.
him.
Only the
Yeah, just not the 80s music.
I hate him.
80s music.
Not the
just
80s
isn't-
music.
Nah.
No.
80s
Nah,
music
he
just isn't for
sucks,
me.
bro. He's a
know?
bin chicken.
So, I don't know.
He smells like boo boo.
Like what?
Boo boo.
Boo Boo?
Yeah, do you know what that is? Poos.
Wow,
Anyway,
we Kanye. Well, right now as we sit here, Kanye's docuseries just dropped. The Genius docuseries on Netflix.
Cannot wait.
It's just come out right now as we're sitting here.
I'm watching it.
What is everyone hoping for? What is everyone wanting out of it?
Levi first.
What is everyone? What do you want to see like in different processes of this album or this? What do you want to see? You know, what do you hope it does?
What Dead Skin wants is
As what?
What Dead Skin wants out of the Jesus fucking shit.
Genius.
The fucking documentary.
I'm his biggest fan though. How do you not know the name of it?
Gee, shut your dumb idiot mouth, G. Anyway, what I want out of it is like heaps of rhyme fest stories about like fucking early Jesus walks and shit, and I want I want a lot of like early like studio footage.
Yeah,
of
studio
like
footage
of
is
like him
something
like
that I
cooking
love.
shit and him writing shit too. Like the whole family stuff is cool, and like him and his mum, like I know that's gonna be a big thing of it, which is cool. But I want some like really like crazy. I want it to be like the Black Album's DVD.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like
what I was about to.
Fake
I hope
what I want.
I hope there is some of that as well.
Oh, that's gonna be on there. 100%.
But it looks like it's gonna be like 4 hours long because it's 3-part series. This one was over an hour. So what are you looking forward to, Bills?
To be honest, just Drake narrating.
Is he?
Nah, I don't know. I remember
honestly
Kanye was
would
saying,
not be surprised.
Kanye said he wanted him to narrate it.
Because what they filmed for the Larry Hoover concert. Because there was some pretty high end. I mean, I get it. It was
They'll be at the
live.
end of it.
Yeah,
But will
like
it
the
be? Is
production
it in
was
the
crazy, yeah.
Is it in Netflix as well? Like
Nah,
in this
it was on
docuseries?
Prime Video.
Amazon.
Oh, but I'm saying like, do you reckon they like? Because this is a 20-year document. Like, I'm sure that
Maybe
documentary
it led
still.
up to that.
Because especially if they're like, oh, we're finalizing, he might, knowing Kanye, he'd be like, well, we're gonna document up until right now.
Well, if
Like,
it's
get
three,
this.
it's gonna be from like day dot to like
it'll be
probably
like
now.
backpack raps, auto tune now.
Yeah. Oh, bro,
auto-tune?
3's gonna be crazy.
Oh, well,
with,
like the auto tune.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
and all that.
Nah,
stuff.
My Dark Beautiful Fantasy is gonna be 3 because it says. Oh nah.
I think that might be.
It'll be
2.
the end. It'll be the
I think
end
Watch
of
the
2.
Throne. I think Watch the Throne might be the first of 3.
Yeah.
I think that's the start of 3. Is Watch the
Yeah,
Throne.
bro.
Because if you think about it, Watch the Throne was really the moment where Kanye was.
Yeah.
It was a whole new height that we had never seen.
Well, the dude was following him for fucking how long? So we'll see.
Yeah, well, it's 20 years in the making.
Wild.
So we're
That's
talking
crazy,
about
man.
02.
I can't wait to see
03.
like early Virgil.
Yeah,
that's gonna be-
shit,
that's gonna
early
be
Don
upsetting.
C shit, early
That's gonna be
fucking
upsetting, eh?
early Ivan
Acting
Jasper shit.
like this is Undertaker,
Yeah,
like the last ride.
Yeah,
bro,
It
early
is,
Ivan
eh?
Jasper shit, bro. Early like just all his early shit's gonna be so fire, G.
Yeah, I think the whole thing's gonna be dope.
What are you looking
Can't
forward
wait.
to, Gene?
Man,
What do you want to see? Like, what's something that you hope that you see?
I just want to see his process and his psychology and approach to making music. You know, like with Kanye, I sort of got into him pretty late. Maybe I got into him when Watch the Throne dropped.
Yeah,
you know?
Terrible.
Yeah, pretty much. That's like, and I've always
Still
liked him
fire.
from then. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
still good album.
Being as like an influential producer
I mean,
or an
Gene's
artist
terrible.
from
Yeah,
back in the day till now, like it would
just
be
a terrible,
it would
terrible
be interesting to see like his approach when he makes music.
like-
That's the biggest thing for me.
he was born. In
Can you guys just let Gene talk? He's saying beautiful things about what he's looking forward to, and you guys just want to interrupt
His
him.
explanation's probably the best out of all
His
of us.
explanation was like
Man, calling him a terrible
he had
person.
real things that he wanted to see out of this.
talking shit.
You know,
Start that again, G.
no, he doesn't want to start it again.
I
Go
forgot
back
now.
into the psychology things.
But I'm not even gonna talk because these guys are just
That
gonna
was it.
interrupt me.
But,
Nah,
yo,
I won't, G. I won't, G.
Yo,
But as a
you
what?
guys brought Watch the Throne, but I really want to see another Watch the Throne, though. You know what I mean?
The only thing I want to see is Watch the Throne in Australia. That's about it. I just want to see some parts of that. I just like seeing like
Oh, was that recorded
People-
in Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like to me that's some stuff like I'd get that framed to put in my house.
Okay.
You know, like there's a photo of Kendrick Cole and Dave Chappelle, and it was taken in a club here in Brisbane. And I want to get that framed. And
If
put
I'm
in
not
my house.
mistaken,
'Cause I
I
just
think-
think that's a cool
Yeah.
that's a stars aligned moment. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
That's
Is it-
like a
is
thing
it
that
fat,
you.
Is it fat Chappelle or is it like sort of skinny Chappelle?
This is like 2012.
That's
So
hard.
he would have been,
A little bit, but not like I wouldn't say.
So that would have been like no dreads, fucking J. Cole and shit, eh?
Yeah, no dreads.
2012, yeah, he would have been just
2012.
grown.
Sideline
out.
This is like
Right.
Born Sinner, Good Kid, Mad City.
So was they
time.
opened for that shit?
Hey,
They opened. For
that was
that
for
shit.
Rapture when
Rapture,
when
Eminem.
Bill's favorite rapper came out to headline Eminem.
Rapture. Oh, yeah, my boy was there too.
I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna come
Yeah.
through for all the Eminem fans and say this. I'm gonna help push against the Eminem slander on this
Twin
podcast
chicken.
because there's just
Nah, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie.
here we go.
Nah, I like it,
He's just gonna compliment the Air Jordan 3s. That's all he's gonna do.
bro. Those joints are
All he's
hard.
gonna say is like
not.
the PE Air
The
Jordan
Slim Shady
3s.
ones.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Those are hard as
His
hell.
balls were way better.
What? Yeah.
It is one of it is
Shut
it
your
is-
mouth.
It is one of his lightest. Bill's was like, who are you talking to?
Sorry. I did not mean to yell at you, G. Sorry.
But even just the fire red threes by themselves are hard. So to have the Slim Shady stuff on the back, is
I get
crazy.
what Levi's saying. It is his worst, like, for Eminem himself, it's one of his worst, like, exclusives that he's had. But it is hard, like, if you get an exclusive,
I compare
with it,
them to
it's
the
hard.
Superman 4s.
Whoa. You know those Superman 4s were made by like sick children?
Hate it. I'm
Jeez.
glad they were sick.
Guys, why are we risking getting
I'm
canceled?
glad they were sick.
Everyone's like, we made it to 10. Let's see.
Wait.
Let's really test if we can get to 20.
They're not the Wahlbergs.
No. Oh no, but the thing is, I like Eminem's pants.
Do you know what I liked? The end of Eminem's set.
He's
Nah,
wearing.
what I was gonna say, I wasn't gonna talk about his shoes.
Okay, yeah,
but
let's
those shoes are hard. I like
No
them.
more slandering Eminem.
I was gonna talk about. I enjoyed his performance.
I can't even take you seriously.
I know,
That
man.
was insane.
Are we going to cut it off
Do you
at
want me to
that?
wrap this?
Anyway.
You want me to
We're
wrap
gonna
the
cut it
verse,
off.
bro?
Surely we're going to cut it off at that.
We're gonna wrap it up here, guys.
After him fucking saying that.
Weak arms ahead and his vomit on his sweater already.
Yeah, start the pug. That's the 10-15 seconds at the
I was-
start. Is that because no one's expecting that? No one's
That's a
expecting you guys to wrap it up.
right
Mom
there,
Spaghetti,
G.
he's nervous, but on
Bronson-
the surface he looks calm and ready to
Brunson
drop bombs.
fits inspiration.
Hey, yo, put that
Eminem.
on the intro.
Shut up, Bronson.
Yeah.
Shut up,
But anyway, this is
What he
episode.
broke down.
That's gonna go over Threat's beat in the intro, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Bronson. Get Threats to do a remix of that.
Any closing remarks before we close out the show?
Always listen to hard rap music.
I might have to get that and put that up on here to just click whenever. That was dope.
If
What's
you
yours?
had one moment, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted,
Did you capture it?
or just let it slip.
Okay.
What
Gene?
Bill said.
Gene?
What Bill said.
Did you notice how Gene put his hood up?
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah.
And the same shit with hat too, like, you know what I mean?
saddle
Like-
hat. Yo, run that.
Don't be afraid.
Yeah, I got no closing remarks. I'm just in awe of everything right now.
Everybody just take my hand.
Yeah.
We'll walk this road together through the storm.
Wait, just
Whatever
remember,
weather, cold or warm.
Well-versed podcast,
Just remember-
episode 12. Thank you for
Bros.
tuning into wherever you're tuning into, Spotify. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, thank you. Subscribe, like, comment,
Appreciate
share.
y'all.
Appreciate all the support.
Don't ever lose yourself.
Close us out, Gene, how you always do.
Hey, yo, man. Thank you for subscribing and keep it well versed.
Yes, sir.
Keep it well-versed. Peace.
Don't lose yourself.
Don't lose yourself.